Hello, my Capricorn. Come sit with me because what I just pulled for you is honestly making my heart race right now. I need to share this with you because the energy coming through these cards is not something I see every day. This reading is about something that has been happening behind the scenes that you might have sensed, but could not quite put your finger on. And I'm here to tell you that everything is about to make sense. So I shuffled the deck with your energy in mind, asking Spirit to show me what Capricorn needs to know right now. And the first card that literally flew out of the deck was the Ace of Pentacles. Now listen, when I say this card came out with force, I mean it practically jumped into my hands. The Ace of Pentacles is one of those cards that represents new beginnings in the material world. New opportunities, new abundance, and honestly, a complete reset in how prosperity flows into your life. But here's what makes this so interesting for your reading specifically. This card is telling me that despite whatever has been working against you, despite whoever has been trying to block your path, the universe has already planted a seed of abundance in your life that cannot be stopped. Think of it like this. Imagine someone trying to stop a tree from growing by putting rocks around the seed. But the seed is so powerful, so divinely ordained, that it breaks through concrete if it has to. That is your energy right now, Capricorn. What I am seeing with the Ace of Pentacles is that there is a brand new opportunity coming into your life, something tangible and real. This could be a job offer, a business opportunity, a financial breakthrough, or even a complete shift in how you view your own worth and what you deserve. The Pentacles are all about the earthly realm, the physical world, money, career, stability, security. This Ace is the universe handing you a golden coin and saying here, this is yours. This was always meant for you. But what I am also picking up on is that there are people who know about your potential. They know what you are capable of. They recognize that you are not just any regular person, that you carry something special, something that threatens their own sense of power or position. So they formed this pact, this agreement among themselves to try to keep you small, to try to block this Ace from manifesting fully in your life. But here's the thing that I need you to understand. The Ace of Pentacles does not ask for permission. It does not need approval from other people. When the universe decides to bless you, when source energy decides that it is your time, absolutely nothing and no one can stand in the way of that. You might have been feeling frustrated lately, like you have been working so hard but not seeing the results you deserve. You might have noticed that certain people seem to undermine you, or opportunities seem to slip away at the last minute in ways that feel almost intentional. That is because there has been intentional energy working against you. But this card is confirming that their efforts are about to crumble because what is meant for you will always find you. The seed has already been planted. The contract with the universe has already been signed. Your name is already on the blessing. I am seeing that this new beginning is going to come in a way that surprises everyone, including the people who thought they could stop you. It is going to be undeniable. When this Ace of Pentacles manifests, people are not going to be able to question it or diminish it because it will be so clearly divine, so clearly meant for you. I am getting the sense that some of you might be starting a new venture, launching something that is completely your own, or stepping into a role that you have been preparing for without even realizing it. The universe has been training you, getting you ready, and now you are about to step into the fullness of what you were always meant to embody. Now the second card that came through is the Page of Wands. And oh my goodness, this card is giving me chills because it is confirming something so powerful. The Page of Wands is all about messages, new ideas, enthusiasm, and the courage to pursue something that excites your soul. Pages in tarot often represent messengers or the beginning stages of energy in their suit. Wands are fire energy, passion, creativity, drive, ambition, taking action. So the Page of Wands is like this young, enthusiastic messenger coming to you saying, I have news. I have inspiration. I have something that is going to ignite your spirit. But in the context of your reading, with this theme of people making a pact against you, the Page of Wands is showing me that you are about to receive information or insight that reveals the truth about what has been happening. This is where things get really interesting, Capricorn. The Page of Wands is telling me that you are going to find out who has been working against you. And WHY, you are going to receive messages, whether through direct communication, through observation, through your own intuition, or even through other people inadvertently revealing information. That is going to confirm what you have suspected. You know how sometimes you just feel like something is off, like certain people are not being genuine with you, like there is a hidden agenda. but you do not have concrete proof, so you question yourself. The Page of Wands is saying that proof is coming. The revelation is coming. The truth is going to present itself to you in a way that you cannot deny. But here's what I love about this card in your spread. The Page of Wands is not just about receiving difficult information. It is also about you stepping into your own power as a messenger, as someone who speaks truth, as someone who is not afraid to pursue what sets your soul on fire, regardless of who tries to dim your light. This card is telling me that once you receive this information, once you understand the full picture of what has been going on, you are not going to shrink back. You are not going to let it discourage you. Instead, you are going to use it as fuel. You are going to take that fire energy and channel it into your passion, into your purpose, into building something so magnificent that it becomes impossible for anyone to ignore. I am also seeing with the Page of Wands that you are being called to be bold right now, to speak up, to share your ideas even if they seem unconventional, to pursue the path that genuinely excites you even if other people do not understand it or support it. The people who made this pact against you, they are probably people who play it safe, who follow the rules, who stay within the lines because they are afraid of standing out or taking risks. But you, Capricorn, you are being asked to be different. You are being asked to be the Page of Wands, full of enthusiasm and courage, willing to explore new territory and pioneer new paths. That is what threatens them. That is why they tried to form this alliance against you, because they recognize that you have something they do not have, a willingness to go after what you truly want, and that makes them uncomfortable because it highlights their own limitations. The third card is the Ten of Wands, and when this card appeared, I actually paused for a moment because the energy shifted. The Ten of Wands is one of those cards that shows up when someone is carrying too much. When you are overburdened, when you have taken on more responsibility than you should reasonably be handling on your own. In traditional imagery, this card shows a person carrying 10 heavy wands, struggling under the weight, barely able to see where they are going because the load is so massive. And in your reading, Capricorn, this card is revealing something really important about what has been happening to you. The Ten of Wands is showing me that part of the pact against you has involved other people, deliberately adding to your burdens. Let me explain what I mean by this. There are people in your life who have recognized your strength, your capability, your willingness to work hard and get things done. And instead of respecting that and supporting you, they have USED'd against you. They have piled more and more onto your plate, knowing that your Capricorn nature tends to just push through and handle whatever needs to be handled. They have given you their responsibilities, their problems, their work, while simultaneously not giving you credit, not acknowledging your contributions, and in some cases actively working to make sure you do not advance or succeed. This is such a sneaky form of sabotage because on the surface it might look like trust or reliance, but the true intention is to keep you so busy, so overwhelmed, so exhausted that you do not have the energy or resources to focus on your own goals and dreams. Think about it. If they can keep you carrying their burdens, you will not have time to build your own empire. If they can keep you focused on solving their problems, you will not have the mental space to create solutions for your own life. It is actually quite strategic when you think about it. And the Ten of Wands is exposing this pattern for what it really is. But here's the shift that is coming, and this is what I need you to really hear. The Ten of Wands also represents the moment right before you put the wands down. It represents the realization that you do not actually have to carry all of this, that you have been conditioned or manipulated into believing that all of this is your responsibility, when it absolutely is not. You are about to reach a breaking point, but not in a bad way, in a liberating way. You are about to realize that half of what you are carrying does not even belong to you, and you are going to start setting it down. You are going to start saying no. You are going to start delegating. I am seeing that as you begin to release these burdens, as you begin to reclaim your energy and your time. The people who have been part of this pact against you are going to panic, because their whole strategy relied on you staying in that overburdened state. They needed you to be too tired to shine, too busy to pursue your own path, too overwhelmed to recognize your own power. But you are waking up to the game. The Ten of Wands is that wake-up call. It is uncomfortable because it is showing you how much you have been carrying. That was never yours to carry. But it is also incredibly empowering because it is giving you permission to release it all. The fourth card is the Hierophant. And okay, this is where the reading gets even more profound because the Hierophant is a major arcana card. which means we are dealing with significant spiritual lessons and major life themes here. The Hierophant traditionally represents tradition, institutions, conventional wisdom, spiritual authority, teaching, and the established way of doing things. In many decks, the Hierophant is depicted as a religious figure, a pope or spiritual leader, someone who holds a position of authority within a traditional structure. And in your reading, Capricorn, the Hierophant is revealing the nature of the pact that was made against you. What I am seeing is that this pact involves people who are part of an established system, an institution, or a traditional power structure. These could be people in positions of authority at your workplace, people who have been in certain roles or circles for a long time, people who benefit from maintaining the status quo. The Hierophant energy is very much about gatekeeping, about controlling who gets access to knowledge, resources, opportunities, advancement. And the pact that was made is essentially an agreement to keep you out of their inner circle, to prevent you from accessing the same resources and opportunities they have, to maintain their position by keeping you in yours. This might show up as being excluded from important meetings or conversations, not being given information that would help you advance, being passed over for opportunities that you are more than qualified for, or being subjected to rules and standards that do not seem to apply to everyone equally. The Hierophant can represent hypocrisy in its shadow aspect. People who preach certain values, but do not actually live by them. People who use rules and tradition as weapons to maintain their power rather than as genuine guides for ethical behavior. But here's the incredibly powerful part of the Hierophant appearing in your reading. This card is also telling me that you are meant to become a new kind of authority, a new kind of teacher, a new kind of leader. The old guard, the people who made this pact, they represent the outdated Hierophant energy, the rigid, exclusive, gatekeeping version. But you are being called to embody the evolved Hierophant, the one who shares knowledge freely, who creates new systems that are more inclusive and fair, who teaches from a place of genuine wisdom rather than ego-driven authority. You are not here to just join their institution. You are here to build your own, or to completely transform the existing one. The universe chose you specifically because you have the integrity, the wisdom, and the strength to do what they could not or would not do. You have a different set of values. You operate from a different moral compass. And that is exactly why they feel threatened by you. They recognize that your presence, your energy, your way of being challenges everything they have built their identity and power upon. But the Hierophant is confirming that you will step into a position of authority and influence. You will become someone that others look to for guidance and teaching. And when you do, you are going to do it in a way that honors truth and serves the greater good rather than just serving yourself. Now we arrive at the King of Cups. And I have to tell you, when this card appeared, I felt this wave of calm, grounded, emotionally mature energy wash over the reading. The King of Cups is a master of emotional intelligence. This is someone who has been through the full spectrum of human emotion, who has experienced deep feelings, navigated difficult waters, and emerged with the ability to remain centered and compassionate no matter what storms are raging around them. In the Tarot Court cards, kings represent mastery and maturity in their element, and cups represent the emotional realm, intuition, relationships, and matters of the heart. So the King of Cups is someone who has mastered their emotions, who can feel deeply without being controlled by those feelings, who leads with empathy and intuition. In your reading, Capricorn, the King of Cups is showing me how you need to respond to everything that is being revealed to you. When you discover the truth about the pact, when you see clearly who has been working against you and why, when you understand the full extent of the betrayal or undermining that has been happening, you are going to feel a lot of emotions: anger, hurt, disappointment, maybe even betrayal. Those feelings are completely valid and you should allow yourself to feel them. But the King of Cups is guiding you to not let those emotions dictate your actions or define your response. This card is telling me that your power in this situation is going to come from your emotional maturity, from your ability to stay grounded in your truth even when everything around you feels chaotic. The people who made this pact against you, they are probably hoping that when you find out, you will react emotionally, maybe lash out, maybe create drama, maybe do something that they can then use to justify their treatment of you, or paint you as a problem. But the King of Cups is showing me that you are not going to give them that satisfaction. You are going to respond from a place of deep wisdom and emotional sovereignty. I am seeing that you are going to take the high road, not because you are weak or because you are avoiding confrontation, but but because you are strong enough to not need revenge or validation from people who have already shown you who they are. The King of Cups knows that the best response to those who wish you harm is to continue rising, to continue succeeding, to continue embodying your truth with such grace and power that their pact becomes irrelevant. You are not going to waste your energy fighting them on their level. You are going to elevate so far above their schemes that they cannot even reach you anymore. This card is also showing me that you have people in your corner, supportive, emotionally mature people who see your value and want to help you succeed. The King of Cups can represent a mentor, a partner, a friend, or even an aspect of yourself that is going to provide emotional support and wise counsel during this time. You are not alone in this. Even though there has been a pact against you, there are also forces working for you. People who recognize your light and want to see you shine. The final card, and this is the one that really brings everything together, is a Four of Wands, O Capricorn. When I pulled this card, I actually smiled because the Four of Wands is pure celebration energy. This card traditionally depicts a joyful scene, often a celebration, a homecoming, a milestone being honored. It represents stability, harmony, achievement, and reaching a point where you can actually pause and appreciate how far you have come. The Four of Wands is about creating a solid foundation, building something worth celebrating, and experiencing a sense of belonging and joy. In the context of everything we have discussed, the Four of Wands is the outcome of this entire situation. It is showing me that despite the pact, despite the attempts to block you, despite the burdens that were placed on you, you are going to emerge victorious. You are going to build something stable and beautiful. You are going to reach a point of celebration. You are going to create a life and a success that is undeniable. This card is the universe saying, I told you so to everyone who tried to stop you. What I love about the Four of Wands appearing as your final card is that it represents not just personal success, but also community and support. The celebration depicted in this card is not a solitary one. There are people around you, cheering for you, celebrating with you, recognizing your achievements. This tells me that as you rise, as you step into your power, as you claim the blessings that are meant for you, you are going to attract your true tribe. You are going to find your people, the ones who genuinely support you, who celebrate your wins, who want to see you thrive. The fake relationships, the people who were part of the pact, they are going to fall away naturally as you align with your true path, and they will be replaced by authentic connections. The Four of Wands is also telling me that you are going to create a sense of home and belonging. That is based on your values, your vision, your terms. You are not going to be trying to fit into their institution or their system anymore. You are going to build your own. Whether that is literally starting your own business, creating your own community, or simply establishing boundaries and standards for how you allow people to treat you. You are claiming your space and creating your own foundation. And it is going to be solid, it is going to be beautiful. It is going to be worth every single challenge you face to get there.